Hello, I'm so sorry. My positive families, my community of positive thinkers. Uh, Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're joining in from, all over the world. It's yet another episode of live stream with Lady Ogor. Today I have a guest speaker who is yeah, I have a guest speaker who is a renowned lawyer, a relationship coach, and a marriage counselor. The topic she's gonna treat today is divorce godly. Wow, what an interesting topic! Is divorce godly? So please join in. It's an interesting topic today. If you have any question, please pin it in the comment section. We should be able to treat it for you. Thank you. I see one person. Oh, okay. I thought I saw one person. Please join in. Sorry, I'm late. I was late too. This was scheduled for 4 p.m. I see one person on Facebook. Another person on YouTube. Okay, and nobody on Instagram yet. Okay, so I see two people um on Facebook. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining in. I thank you. Their topic today is on is divorce godly. That's an interesting topic. All ears to listen to all our guest speaker is will tell us regarding this. Ashraf K, thank you. Mohit Chowdhury, hello, good morning. It's good evening here in Massachusetts where I am. Thank you for joining in. Hi, Chito. Chito Vina. No, no, I just woke up from sleep. I'm even. Oh, please, thank you for joining in. Thank you for joining in. This is a scheduled live session with a guest speaker. So I'm waiting for her. Actually, she even called me while I was running late. So I'm waiting for her to come so that she can talk to us. The topic is interesting. If you have question, please, by all means. I mean, this thing might shake the table. So this time around, I expect people to join. Present your own opinion about this topic. So she chose this topic, and the guest speaker chose this one. Thank you for the 17 people I have on YouTube. Thank you. Thank you, Planeta Terra. You're from Canada. Hi. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining in. We are treating a very sensitive topic. Is divorce godly? So she's gonna give us her own insight. And if anybody have their own counter beliefs, please drop it in the comment section. I'm still waiting for Chidi. Lawyer Chidi. Chidi is a renowned lawyer. She's a relationship coach, a marriage counselor, and most importantly, a pastor. She's very, very versatile on this topic, and she comes with her expertise knowledge. So I'm all ears to listen to the expert. She chose this topic. I did not. So please join in. Thank you for the 21 people on YouTube. I really appreciate my YouTubers. You guys are always fired up. I love the energy on YouTube. Thank you so much. Thank you Hanif TV Fanny from Bangladesh. I thank you, people from India, from Canada. Thank you for being here. Thank you for always joining in my live stream. I appreciate you all. Chid, okay, member queen. Member queen, thank you. Good evening. Thank you, my sister from Benue State, for always being here. You're always the first person to join in. I appreciate you. I see another person on YouTube, Mohammed Khan. Oh, thank you. You're from India. I appreciate you for joining here. Oh my goodness. Okay. Thank you for the two people on Facebook. I'm still waiting for the guest speaker to join in. This is 4:18 p.m. I think 9:18 p.m. in Nigeria. Oh boy, I know I was like late too. I overslept. Oh my goodness. Chadan Kumar from India, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining in. I really appreciate you all. Oh boy. Thank you. Please stick with. Give me a little time. I'm still waiting on the guest speaker. I wonder what is holding her on at this time. Okay. Chidi, I don't know if you're here. Please, Chidi Okafo, if you're here, please indicate so I can send you an invite so we can start this stream, because a lot of people are waiting. I know I'm late myself, but thank you, Member Queen, for doing that, for connecting followers. Please share, so people can know that is going on. Okay, please, Member Queen, please share. Okay. Reverend Emeka Joseph, thank you for joining in. I appreciate you. This is an interesting topic. It's gonna bring a lot of people. The expert that is I'm still waiting for her. Thank you. I appreciate you, Reverend Emeka Joseph. Thank you. You remain blessed too in the name of Jesus. I thank you for joining in. I appreciate you. So if there is any if you have any comment, please pin it in the comment section. She's gonna tell us her expertise knowledge. She's not only an expert in terms of being a lawyer, she's also a pastor as well. So she's coming with an important perspective on this. So please come with your listening ears, and God will bless you as you learn one or two from her. So I'm still waiting on her. I'm so Chidi, where are you? Hey, this is 4:21. Okay, I wish I could call her. Okay. Oh boy. Hello. I'm trying to reach the guest speaker because it's almost 4:21, almost getting to 4:30. Neil, you join the Hosi.
Have you started?
Yes, I've started. This is 4:22. To go see it in the start. Check everybody are joining. Go.
Are you serious? I didn't.
Okay, I'm going to join in, please. Oh, thank you. Oh boy, I'm so sorry. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let me see. Let me go back on Instagram. Okay. Love thou Love Dows 147 joined on Instagram. Thank you, thank you. I send you a wave. This is about the only person joining on Instagram. I appreciate you. Um, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being patient. Okay, she's here. I'm gonna bring her on. Oh boy, thank you. Thank you for the 11 people on YouTube, 3 people on Facebook, and 1 person on Instagram. Thank you for joining in. Thank you. Please stay tuned. No. Go agbagila si n'ụlọ na-agbapụta mkpu. Njeli ya join go even na-echezi ka gụwa nye m invite sef. Don't mind me. Welcome my dearest sister. Never don't happen to us. Okay. Like I said, this is my sister. She's a renowned lawyer. She's a relationship coach, a marriage counselor, and most importantly, she's a pastor. So the topic today is divorce godly. Please, I indulge you to come with your listening ear. Please, if you have any questions, pin it in the comment section. Just come with an open mind and listen to the expert. May God bless you as you do so. I hand over to you, Chidi.
Okay, thank you for having me again. I'm really honored to be here. Thank you, Lady Ogor. Okay, hi everyone. Today we would like to discuss something very important, and that is divorce. Not just divorce. We are looking at a question. Is divorce godly? Is it godly? Is it a godly thing? Does God approve of divorce? How happy is God when couples divorce?
Yes.
Does it gladden God's heart? So we would like to answer that question. But first of all, I would like to state what divorce is. I would like to say that divorce is a legal dissolution of a legally constituted marriage or a legal marriage. Divorce is the legal dissolution of a legal marriage. Why am I stressing legal marriage? Because I know some people are cohabiting and they believe they are married.
That's true.
I know some people have children
without
properly getting married and they believe they are married.
True.
When they now, go their separate ways, they say that I've divorced him, I've divorced her. No. It only becomes divorce when you have legally married or when you were legally married.
True.
Whether it's under the custom or under Islamic laws or under statutory laws.
Yes.
For us in Nigeria, we have either customary, Islamic, or statutory. Once you're done, you say you don't want again, then customarily, if it's a woman, the dowry the man paid will be returned back to the man. The marriage has ended. If it's under Islamic law, they have their way of divorcing. They make the pronunciations how many times, and divorce happens. If it is statutory marriage, the one you go to, either the church that has license to wed or the registry, like we have in Lagos, the Koi registry or a Ikeja or whatever. If you have that certificate and you want to divorce, you must go to the High Court.
Okay.
High Court in Nigeria to divorce. And that may take a while. Of course, if you have met their conditions. And then the judge will grant you divorce, whoever is the petitioner. Having said that, is this kind of practice godly? To answer that question, we'll go back to the very first time we met here at Lady Ogor's program, when we talked about marriage. And we said that God authored marriage.
Yes.
And if God authored marriage, did he also author divorce? In answering whether divorce is godly. Because we're going to use God now because it's there on the question, whether it's godly or not. So we're mentioning God, we're mentioning his word. That's the Bible now. And if God authored marriage, did he author divorce as well? And the same Bible that says God authored marriage in Genesis chapter 2 stated in Malachi chapter 2, verse 16, that God hates divorce. And then you go further down to the New Testament in Matthew chapter 19, from verse 4 down to verse 8. In fact, the whole of that chapter, but specifically those verses, when the Pharisees, the disciples, asked, is it good for a man to put away his wife? And Jesus answered that from the beginning, it was not so.
Yes.
Meaning that God is not the one that authored divorce. But in that same Matthew chapter 19, Jesus said that, but for the hardness of your hearts, for the hardness of human hearts, Moses allowed divorce, allowed men to give their wives letters of divorcement, using King James English. So, God from the beginning did not author divorce. I will say that divorce may be the permissive because Moses was a representative of God on earth and permitted it so that they don't kill themselves inside of that marriage because they are in marriage.
Yes.
You better go your ways instead of dying in this marriage.
True.
So Moses allowed that. But Jesus categorically said that from the beginning it was not so. And why was it so at the time of Moses? Because it was from that time we began to hear about divorce. It was because of the hardness of human hearts. And what does it mean? Because of unforgiveness. Because of wickedness. If you go back to Malachi chapter 2, Malachi chapter 2 we read, verse 14, verse 16, verse 15, verse 16. God was saying that do not deal treacherously with the wife of your youth. Meaning, let no treachery happen in your marriage if you want to enjoy stability in your marriage.
Yes.
If you want to enjoy happiness and stability, let there be no treachery.
Yes.
Jesus came on board and said, let there be no hardness of heart. Forgive. Let forgiveness become the order of the day in your relationship.
True.
And then if you go further down to the epistles, particularly 1 Corinthians chapter 7, you will also see a lot stated on the issue of departing. The brother departed, the sister departed. 1 Corinthians 11:2, you will see it. He said, if he wants to depart, let him depart. But God has called us to peace. God has called us to peace. And a scripture also says that a house divided against itself, Jesus was speaking, cannot stand.
Never.
What brings about this divorce we are talking about? Unresolved marital conflicts. We'll still look at it on this show one of these days. But when conflicts between spouses are not resolved and not forgiven, then there will be problem. And that problem will keep mounting until they are tired, until their hearts are hardened, and they will no longer be able to forgive. Hence, you talk about divorce. So, on this premise, and all that I have said, I will categorically say that divorce is not godly. God did not intend it when he created marriage. When he made marriage, God did not intend divorce. If you go to that Matthew chapter 19, Jesus talked about two things. Talked about hardness of heart and talked about capacity to marry. Yes. He said, this thing is not given to all. 11 and 12. It's not given to all, but given to those who can receive it.
Amen.
So are you able to receive what marriage is all about?
Amen.
Are you able to stay inside of marriage and forgive?
Yes.
Psychologists have researched and found out that conflicts in any relationship, especially in marriage, are inevitable.
True.
Why? Because we are different personalities. Different personalities coming together. Mas Moreau, blessed memory, will say it's a beautiful accommodation of another life. It's a clash of cultures, experiences.
True.
But whatever, habits.
True.
They are colliding, they are clashing.
It's
and
not
if they're
easy.
not managed well,
I know.
if they're not managed well, they will result to conflicts. And if those conflicts are not resolved as soon as fast as possible, they will deteriorate and then bring about divorce. Not godly. Today I was talking with a man that's supposed to be with me tomorrow for a session. And he said, in fact, Madam, I don't want to come. Why don't you want to come? My matter is already in the High Court for divorce. I don't even, okay, why don't you want to come? My matter is already, is that the only reason, or you don't want to see your would-be ex-wife? Because they're already separated. He said, actually, we've already separated customarily. They have returned the right price I paid over her. Yeah. But literally, because after customary marriage, I went to wed her in the church. We still have to go through the procedure for statutory, for divorcing if you married under the act. And that's what they are doing. So there's no need for counsel. I said, no, don't say that. That I will want to still see the two of you in my office tomorrow. And he agreed to be there.
Thank God, I hope.
So what am I saying? He's already angry. She's already angry because I called the two of them. I work for an organization too. They send couples to me for counseling, for anger management, for premarital counseling, for co-parenting. All man, they just send them to me, and I counsel them, sit with them, and talk with them. So the woman, when I contacted her for the counseling, made some nasty comments too. And the man made his own nasty comment. I said, well, I'm not hearing anything. Tomorrow, let's sit down and talk like two mature adults. Now, you were once in love. You were once in love. You produced, this marriage produced children. Oh,
it's so sad. That's the sad part. It's the children. It's the children that suffer in all this.
Yes, fights the children.
Yeah, those are the people I feel for in divorce. Is the children. Yeah.
Children come from dysfunctional homes.
Yeah, it's so sad.
It affects them terribly.
Yeah.
In fact, there's one I am handling right now. Still trying to bring her. She has become a psychiatric case.
Yeah.
As of last Thursday, the father was supposed to bring her to my office, but she went sick again, and they took her to psychiatric hospital.
Oh, poor thing.
I had to ask after her today how she doing, how she coping, and all that. So what am I trying to say? Divorce, it's not godly. It brings about division.
Yes, it does.
It is violent. Even in that Malachi chapter 2, verse 16, you see where God said it is violence.
It is. But I mean that please, Lawyer Chidi, let me interject here. But in a situation where the man is threatening the life of the woman, is divorce necessary in that case? Because there are some people where they're being beaten, or the man is threatening to harm her, and in some cases the men have literally killed the woman because of one strife or the other. So if the person stays, if the person had left, maybe she wouldn't have died. So, it's so sad. I mean, divorce is not godly, but in a situation where the person's life, the woman's life, or the man's life, but in most cases, it will be the woman's life that is at risk or being threatened. Please, what would happen?
Okay. Okay, let me start by saying that before it gets to that point, what have you been doing? I always ask that question. You will see red lights. You will see danger signs.
Yes.
Before it gets to domestic violence, before it gets to threats to life, what have you been doing with that relationship? However, that's a question couples will have to answer. But however, if there are threats to life, for instance, domestic violence, whether it's physical or verbal,
yes,
or financial, or sexual,
true,
because violence, domestic violence is not only physical, when you hit her, or when you hit him.
Emotional abuse too.
Abuse,
yes,
consistent.
Emotional abuse.
Yes,
exactly. That one, I believe that one is even worse. That one is worse, and it happens a lot.
When you deal with her because you call the shots.
Exactly.
It's in Nigeria, there's nothing like a marital rape, but we're working on it. We're working on it. It's gradually coming up, but over there, where you are, there are issues like that.
Yes, a lot of them like that. Yes. Especially when the wife feels that the man is promiscuous. So she's afraid that she might contact, because people have died of HIV as a result of the man being promiscuous, and after knowing that he's met with other people, brought the disease to the woman, and they both of them die and leave the children orphans. I mean, it's so sad. So it's a fine line in those situations. When you notice that the man is cheating and it's obvious and he's not using protection. I know people that it has happened to. Both parents left, the children are orphaned. What's the point? If you know that you are promiscuous, just day your day, leave the woman alone. At least let one person take care of the children. Maybe the woman is a submissive type. Just let the person, and you carry AIDS because of you want to stay in marriage. That one I don't agree. It's so sad. That's when I hear of those situations, it makes me very emotional. Truly, makes me, because how can someone, you came to marriage and you just die just because, or they kill you because of marriage? You want to stay in marriage.
Once you start seeing those red flags, don't keep mute.
But in those situations, those men are very, very narcissistic. I'm telling you, they will manipulate you to the end. Those people, they do manipulate, very manipulative. I'm telling you. But I'm sorry. Let me leave the floor for you.
Yes, they're very manipulative, I agree. But every woman, first of all, must think life. If you are in a very abusive relationship that is toxic,
very toxic,
the first thing you should think about is your life. Your life. But let me answer you, I'll get there. There's what, for me, if you bring such matter to me, I'll first of all ask you, what steps have you taken?
Yes.
To remedy the situation? For instance, there's what I call emotional separation. There's what I call physical separation. There's what I call legal separation.
Yes.
Divorce is the last. Emotionally separate so that you can become a better person. So you can face your life, face your aspirations, look after your children, and do other things. If you're not emotionally strong to do that in that house, then you think about physical separation.
Yes.
I've had some lecturers, when he gave me his divorce file, I don't handle divorce cases. I don't handle divorce cases as a pastor. But when there are issues that I know that threaten lives, I have my colleagues I give such cases to, and they take it with their heart. And of course, even if you go to divorce courts, particularly in Nigeria, I don't know over there, the judge will ask for reconciliation first. Now, yes, they will give you time.
I don't know how it happens here. It has never happened to me. And I don't intend it happening to me.
See what you can do to reconcile the couple.
Yes.
When it now fails, you come back to court and begin your proceedings.
Okay.
So, if physical separation fails, I was talking about the lecturer. He no longer stays in one room with the wife, but under the same roof. They have different apartments. The same kitchen. He stopped eating from her. She stopped cooking for him. The children are seeing all this.
It's so sad. It's so sad.
Yes.
It's so sad.
But that was how it began. You see, it began from emotional separation to physical separation.
Child.
Eventually, the man took moves, took steps to pack out. For the sake of his employment, he decided not to go to the law court immediately. Because you have to wait, particularly over here in Nigeria. You have to look at a lot of things. But first of all, your life.
Yes.
First of all, your mental health. Before you think about the last that I call divorce. So when it's threatening, it's life-threatening, I always advise physical, legal separation.
Yes.
Like I was talking to the man today. He thought I was just a marriage counselor. He was telling me my lawyer said, and I was replying him. I said, for you to have gotten to the ball game, madam, are you a lawyer? I said, yes.
I know.
So I was telling him that, have you sought for legal separation? Yes, it may be almost the same. But the court is not dissolving your marriage.
Yes.
The court is only asking the two of you to live apart.
Yes. Okay, that's very insightful. Yes.
Yeah. Under some strict conditions.
Yes.
If you must see the children, they give you access when you come to see the children for how long?
Yes.
If both of you, after a while, you still now, okay, I think we have settled our differences, we can reconcile, you go back to court.
Yes. I think that's a better option. Yes. Yes, it's a better option.
Depending on the facts before the judge.
True.
Whether you're to see or not to see, whatever. Everything depends. There's what we call legal separation.
True.
Before divorce.
That's a better option, you said.
Divorce be the last resort. Because
yes.
you know everybody wants to divorce.
It's crazy.
Everybody wants to divorce.
Yeah, because they're angry. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Because of anger, emotional hurt,
yes.
What is it called? Wickedness and unforgiveness.
Okay. I know. So sad.
I dropped his name. The man said today, she has even stopped answering my name. I said, well, whether she has name or not, for the fact that you're not yet divorced, she's still married to you.
True.
She still has to answer your name legally. You know, but that's by the way.
Yes.
So divorce is not godly. God cannot start loving what he didn't utter, particularly when it's very destructive to the couples involved, to the children, to the family members, to the society.
Yeah, it's sad.
To the society brings disorder.
It does.
And the children emanating from such divorced homes become dysfunctional. Most of them are these miscreants on the road. Most of them are get into drugs.
I know.
Into all manner of things.
It's so sad. It's just for the children that is so painful.
The emotional trauma they go through, they cannot even handle.
He can't handle. And no one knows what goes on in their mind sometimes. If you're lucky, they will speak. Some of them internalize their emotions. It's so sad.
The lady, one of us, the psychologist said, one came to her school. And how did she find out that the guy was not mixing up? He was always moody and all that in the university, though well dressed. So she asked him to come to her office. Why? You have observed? Because she's trained. She's a trained counselor, a trained psychologist.
Yes.
So she observed that and wanted to help. And the guy said, "Ma'am, that I don't know. I'm always thinking of what will happen to my mom."
Yeah.
My dad is always beating my mom.
Yeah.
He always what
it's so sad.
Of my younger mom. that once they start, I take my younger ones out of the house and we take very long walks. We'll go visit friends.
I wish these people will know that they have differences and not bringing the children into this world. Yeah.
The younger ones, he will take them out. Now he's no longer there. Who protects his younger ones?
Yeah. I'm so emotional with this thing. I'm so sorry. It's so sad.
Divorce, when you look at it, it's not a good thing. Even if you're escaping from danger,
yeah, I know. It's so sad.
There's legal separation. There's legal separation. But you see, everybody has a right to do what he or she wants to do. But the question we have to answer today is whether it's godly. It's not godly. God does not like it. God cannot begin to like what he hates.
I know.
He said from the beginning, it was not so. What God has joined together, let no man put asunder. And that's why you must be sure of who you are and who you marry.
Yeah.
Talking about capacity in Matthew chapter 19, Jesus was talking about capacity to marry.
True.
Who are you marrying? Are you sure you want to marry? Because who you are and who you marry will determine whether you will succeed in that marriage.
True.
So the singles listening to us should be careful who they marry.
Yeah, be intentional. If you see the red flags, don't just go in and think you will change the red flag.
No,
yeah.
You don't change adults.
You can't change
Adults
adults.
are not to be, they're not, you can't even, let me not use the word easily change. It's difficult to change an adult.
It's difficult. I'm difficult to change myself.
Yes, people in the medical line, once that habit has been formed, it has been formed.
It's not easy.
The creator to change it.
True.
And then how many of us are calling on to the creator to change it?
I know.
And the patient enough for the creator to change because the creator does not perform magic.
Exactly.
So the best thing to do is to make sure the foundation of your marriage is right.
True.
You don't make fundamental mistakes. Let's start avoiding it from the beginning.
Yes.
While we are yet singles.
Yes.
Let's start avoiding divorce. Let's start avoiding it.
For the sake of the unborn children, there is no need to bring the children into this world and make them have, it's so sad.
Children is just one of the benefits of marriage.
I know.
There are so many other. I wrote a book on benefits of marriage on Amazon. I don't have a copy here, but I've just lifted it up. I wrote a book.
What's the name? You can. Yes, I know. You can pin the name too in the comment section and say the name of the title of the book, so that people can search for it.
Yes, on Amazon Kindle.
Yes. What's the title again?
Benefits of marriage.
Benefits of marriage. Okay.
I was saying that in as much as having children is not just the only benefits of marriage.
Yes.
Because first of all, marriage was made for you and your spouse to enjoy a more intimate relationship, for a better life, for exclusive love, for honor, for favor, for social order in the society, for so many other benefits. Then children will come as the fruit of that union. Children will come as the fruit of that union.
Yes.
The most important thing is the wife is happy, the husband is happy. And when the children come, they are happy.
True.
But when the marriage is suffering, the children suffer too. The innocent ones get brought into the picture who begin to suffer for what they don't know.
It's
for
terrible.
what they can't even explain. And you find that the cycle goes on.
It's true.
The cycle goes on.
It does.
Once they become dysfunctional, they marry another dysfunctional man or woman.
It's so sad.
Or get into one wrong relationship or another, and the cycle goes on. So please, it's important we note that divorce is not God. You don't say, if I get it and I don't like it and I'm no longer feeling good, I divorce.
I know.
The author of marriage does not like it. In as much as that is acceptable because you don't die there and say you're married, just like this lady with of blessed memory died. Her husband dealt with her according to what we read, and
Osinachi, right?
Yes. The moment Osinachi, yes. Osinachi, blessed memory. The moment you start seeing red flag, please
And to think that she left for a while and she still came back.
And she came back. Just like you said, narcissists. Don't stay there and die. Divorce will say,
oh, yeah, no.
Life first. Life first.
True.
But don't, say, okay, I can divorce. No. Do all you can to avoid divorce.
Yes.
Because it's not godly. Do all you can to avoid divorce.
Yes.
Because it is not godly. And then if you cannot avoid it, everybody will see that you cannot avoid it, that you were not able to avoid it. And then, well, it had to happen.
Yes.
And it had to happen so that you keep living and be alive to train the children or be alive to fulfill your aspiration and be happy.
Yes. And also, you also talked about the legal separation. There is something that the court will give you to at least be legally separated while you guys try to sort each other's differences out. So it's a better option.
For Nigeria, will give you a judgment depending on the facts before the judge.
Okay.
For legal separation, both of you will separate. Either the man leaves or the woman leaves, depending on the facts.
I think they do it here too. They do a legal separation.
It's very common over there.
Yes.
It's very common over there.
Common. All this is quite common. No one in.
Yeah, there are conditions.
I know.
In order to safeguard life.
True.
In order to make sure both of them are alive and the children are safe. Yes. Before you even think about divorce.
Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate you. I know when each time you come in.
Very importantly, let me repeat.
Yes.
Very importantly, let me repeat. Start avoiding divorce before getting married.
Amen.
Do all you can. Prepare yourself for marriage. Learn about marriage. Understand what marriage is. Understand yourself and know the kind of man or woman you would like to marry that will complement you. Don't just marry because they say I'm in love. We've talked about love. Go back to that video.
Yes.
Watch it again. Don't say, okay, he's financially okay. He will, call the shots for me. No. And then you get out. That's why divorce is rampant now. No. And then when there are challenges, except when there's threat to life, don't run because there are challenges. Because a lot of the ladies will go, oh, he doesn't have money again. What am I doing here? I'm wasting my time.
Hey.
Get out.
No, that one is funny. The person then is immature. Yes.
It's not over for a man until he enters the grave.
It's true.
She doesn't have money anymore. She doesn't have what it takes anymore. It's not over for any person.
True.
Until the person enters the grave.
True.
There's still tomorrow. You can fail 100 times.
And still
on the 101 time
you pick in. True.
And life goes on for better for the person.
Amen.
So when there are challenges, even the Bible talks about challenges in marriage. They are there. When they are there, it will only come to make you better, to make you prove your worth, to make you prove your love, to make you prove your commitment, prove your strength, prove your belief in God. Don't just chicken out. I'm not talking about threat to life.
Yes. Threat to life is different.
Go and be alive.
Yes.
Before you start, fighting for that.
I know.
Before you start fighting for that. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I appreciate you, my dearest sister, lawyer Chidi Okafor. She's a I'll repeat myself again. She's a relationship coach. She's a marriage counselor. She's a renowned lawyer. And most importantly, she's a pastor. So she's giving us beautiful insight. I mean, it's sad. No matter how hard it is to agree or not, divorce is not godly. Unless your life is at threat, divorce is not godly, not in any way, not for any selfish reason, both on the man's side or on the woman's side. And I pray that God will help us. If you have any question, if you feel that you oppose what she said, please, I indulge you to put your feelings, put your questions, put it in the comment section, and she'll be able to treat it for you. May God bless us all and favor us all in Jesus' name. Thank you. I love you.
All right,
Bye-bye.
bye. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Ah.